My take on Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury. Wow, I am looking forward to that fight so badly, and I will be covering most of it because I love martial arts, I love UFC, and I love boxing, so I will be covering a lot of boxing and MMA stuff if I get super excited. So this fight is actually really interesting because Tyson Fury just basically made a comeback, fought two, well, kind of nobodies. He was off for like I think 2 years after he beat Klitschko, and then kind of did some cocaine, and then things kind of went south for him. However, he is back now. He does seem kind of in a good shape, I would say. His last fight wasn't the most impressive, but what can you do? The guy has been off for like a while, and there is a thing called ring rust. And if you haven't done boxing, it's really hard to come back to it, especially at that level. However, it's very interesting that he actually challenged Deontay Wilder, and the fight happened because I thought that Tyson rushed it. I think he needed at least another tune-up fight before jumping into, the ocean where the big fish is, like Deontay or Anthony Joshua right now. However, he did what he had to do. I feel like he wants to make, or what he says is he wants to make a dream comeback and beat everyone, so he'll be remembered to be the guy that left boxing and came back, a bit like Muhammad Ali when he left boxing for prison and then he came back and beat everyone. But, it's not going to be the same. I don't think so. I think it's going to be a really challenging fight. Even though, styles wise, I can see Tyson beating him. He's very clever, he moves very well, and he boxes. Deontay is a bit more of an awkward puncher, but he has a steel hammer. I mean, they call him the Bronze Bomber for a reason. However, I do. I think Deontay accepted that fight way too quickly, but I mean, yeah, it made sense. But it's not something he has done for a while. For instance, I feel like Deontay has dodged a couple of fighters. If not dodged, I feel like he just doesn't seem to fight them. He only fought the Cuban guy. I honestly forgot his name. Who's 40s, mid 40s something, and they went 12 rounds I think, and he barely beat him. That was a really hard fight for him, and he hasn't really fought a lot of guys from the top 10. He was meant to fight Povetkin a couple of years back, but obviously Povetkin was caught with PEDs, so that was cancelled. He hasn't fought Brazil. He hasn't fought Dillian White. He hasn't fought Joseph Parker. There are many people he haven't fought, whereas I feel like he didn't want to have the Joshua fight because maybe he just wanted to hold on to his perfect record for a bit more and keep the WBC title and instead fight a guy like Tyson Fury. And I think both of them really don't like Anthony Joshua. I'm not even an Anthony Joshua fanboy, I can give you that much, but I do feel like right now he is the best ever. Well, not the best ever, but the best heavyweight out there. And obviously he does have most of the titles too. And I don't feel like there is anyone at his caliber right now. So from one perspective, it's good for these guys to be fighting each other, and I assume the winner will end up fighting Anthony Joshua because, well, who else is there to fight, really, at that level? Maybe Dylan White, but still, it would make sense for the winner to fight Anthony Joshua. In terms of who I think would win, I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting. If Tyson Fury gets caught with the right hand, it's sleep time because that guy just hits so hard. But I did watch their latest face-off video, and I found it quite amusing because maybe they're trying to sell the fight. I actually saw like a couple of videos with them. One was with BT Sports, which was super awkward because the organizer, some guy from BT Sport, was basically telling them to keep quiet and not swear a lot, which is, well, that's it's boxing, right? It's you get paid to fight essentially, and you gotta bring out the showmanship. That's why a guy like Conor McGregor makes so much money. Even though I don't like his style, he does make a lot of money by a lot of bringing out the showmanship, and people buy that. And that's what Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder did, even in their face-off, where they basically talked like smack to each other, and Deontay Wilder was shouting out, "Here comes the bronze bomber," for like 15 minutes, and he sounded like a little child, which I found really, really hilarious. Um, don't think he's the smartest guy. I think Tyson Fury definitely has the mental edge and is going to be more skillful. But again, it can go either way. Either way, I am super excited for this fight. I can't wait. This year seems to have so many good fights. Anthony Joshua Povetkin is one. Obviously, Khabib McGregor, just like 2 weeks ago on the UFC, or a week ago, I don't really remember. And then you have this major fight coming up soon as well in December. It's just going to be so many exciting fights. So I'm really looking forward to it. So that's my take on the fight. And I'll keep you guys updated because I love sports. So that's that.